Yeah, hi everyone. Last session we discussed about content fragment, right? Content fragment. Okay. So in that the major part is storage location and creation location. These are the two major paths. Storage path and creation path. These are the two paths. These are the two paths. Okay. Now after the content fragment, today we can go ahead and then we can start with the concept called workflows, guys. Workflows. So what is workflow? Workflow means a sequence of steps. A sequence of steps. A sequence of steps. A sequence of steps. So workflow is the content approval. This is the one definition, guys. So somebody they will ask like what is workflow? Sequence of steps is called workflow, and workflow means workflow is the content approval where we have multiple steps are like workflow is the content approval where we have multiple steps are like participant step where our content gets approval our content gets approval and we have process step where our content gets where our content gets activate. Workflow is the content approval where we have the multiple steps are like participant step where our content gets approval. We have the process step where our content gets activate. Okay. So activate when the content get activate when the content get activate, it will send an email to the all team members. It will send a notification to all the members, a notification to all the members who are available in the part of the team, who are available in the part of the team, part of the team. Okay. So workflow is the content approval where we have the multiple steps are like participant step where our content gets approval, where our content gets approved, and we have the process step where our contacts get activated, and it will send an email to all the team members who are the part of the team, who are the part of the team. Okay, who are the part of the team. So generally there is a blocks as well. So see, this is generally why the workflow main agenda of workflow is a very important. It will play a very crucial role in the workflows. So generally, any content, for example, you can assume you are running Hindu newspaper, Hindu.com. So the main agenda of Hindu newspaper daily we need to create some content which is happening in the surroundings and all, and that content we need to publish in the daily in Hindu.com. Hindu.com. Okay. So what actually happened? So the content will be created by the some persons. content will be created by the content authors. And after the content created, if they do not take any approval by the team lead, so what might be the issue? Some the content might be the some vulgarity. Okay, the content might be the spelling mistakes, and the content might be some vulgarity and all, right? So if we, without checking the content, if we can directly push our content directly, we can release our content into the live, then what happened? So our company reputation will down, right? Anything, all the website which are basically reputation is mandatory, right? So the thing is, don't down reputation, don't down reputation. So that is the reason. Any content before publishing, we need to uh, check by the some person. Okay. In case of content in workflows also same thing. Any content, that might be the content, that might be the backend Java program, anything which developed by the some person, that content need to give one person approval. Once the person give the approval, then only it will move to the next person. If the next person also give the approval, then it will move to the live. So if you see the diagram here, what actually we can assume workflow start here, and the content we will be added the number of persons like this. There is no limitations and all. You can add number of persons. For example, here I am adding Raju, here I am adding Rani, and here I am adding Lata. So the first whatever the content which we created, that content will move to the Raju. Raju will check the content. Content is okay, very good. The content looks good. He will give the comment. Oh, the content is very good, seems too good, and then he give the approval. Once he give the approval, then again the same content will move to the Rani. Rani also will check the content. Rani also check, and Rani also give the comment. Content is super, and again Rani also will give the approval. Again like this, you can add number of persons. You can add number of persons. So if all the persons are okay with the content, then only the content will go to the live. Live meaning then only the content will go to the public. Before publishing the any content, we need to check. That we can check by using sequence of steps is called workflow. Sequence of steps is called workflow. This is the diagram for the workflow. Workflow start here. In middle we can add number of persons, and then all the persons will give the approval. Then the content will go to the live, and then the workflow will be stopped like this. Workflow will be stopped like this. There are multiple steps actually. Like this, you can add number of persons. So how we can add the persons, how we can create the content, that I can show you. Okay. So first you can open your AEM instance. So in my case, I can check my AEM instance. Yeah, it is opening. So this is the blog. So all the backend topics, I would say, all the AEM topics, you can refer the blogs like this. This is the one uh, blog, that is Imran Khan, and there is other one, that is Red Quark. Also, we have all the topics related information. So when you have the spare time, you can go through these websites. This is the one website, and then there is other website, Red Quark and Experience Link. These are the three official documents. These are the three documents. Not, this is Imran Khan is written by somebody, and then this is the medium quark, and there is Red Quark as well, that is written by some authors. And Experience Link is the official document. Okay. Now today I can will see like how we can add the steps and how we can give the content approval and all that we can see. Can open the AIM instance, and then in the workflow there is some terminology there, like archives, instances, failures, that will see. These are the different consoles which are available in the workflow, that I can will see one by one. This is the basic diagram for the workflow. Workflow start here. In middle there are number of persons you can able to add, and finally the content will go to the live. Then after the live, then only the workflow will stop. Workflow will stop. So if you see here, workflow is nothing but a series of steps we want to execute depending on the inputs. Okay. That I can show you. I can create one workflow and then I can show you. You can get the clarity on how you can do and all. So in the tools, there is a workflow option. Go to the workflow option. This is the terminology. In the workflows, we have the options like models, instances, launchers, and archive, and failures. Failures. Model meaning for creating the workflow models are required. Okay, and with the once you create the workflow models, with the help of workflow models, you can able to create the workflow. Okay, this is the console of creating the workflow models. And instances meaning all the running. For example, if you created like 20 workflows, all the running workflows, which workflow is running workflows information which will be available here. Launches is the one way to workflows to start the workflows. This is the one way. And archives meaning successful workflows will be available in the archive. Archive is the console, so where we can see all the successful workflows information. And next we have the work failures. Failures meaning if any workflows will be fail in middle of the execution, then that failure workflows will be available in the failures console. So these are the some terminology guys. Models, instances, launchers, archive, failures. Archive and failures. Now we are going with the models. So simply click on that. Create one model. Create one model. So we are discussing about some Hindu article, Hindu website, right? So simply I am creating as Hindu model. Okay, simply click on done, and Hindu model got created. You need to edit this one, edit workflow, and in this workflow, here you can able to add the multiple steps. Actually, you can get the options to add the multiple steps. So see here, I am deleting this step one, and this is the container. Uh, we can able to add the component. So first one, we have the participant step. I am looking for the participant step. So here I want to add the one participant. So in my case, as of now, I have the only the person that is admin, right? Administrator. Admin is the only one person I have. So that is the reason I am giving as the admin. Okay, click on OK. And but in case of real-time scenarios, the persons will be there. We can give the person names. We can give the person names. So as of now, we are logging with admission, right? So that is the reason I am giving as an administrator. Okay, this is also done. And here I would like to add the process step. I would like to add the process step. This is the process step, and where actually our input we can give here, and workflow start here, and this is the participant step, and here actually you can give the input. So in my case, what I am giving the input, I can write one Java program, and that Java program I can write some business logic. That Java program I can give as an input to this process step. This input to this process step. Okay, so that how you can do that one. So for that purpose, I am writing the one Java program. Workflow Java program. How we can write the workflow Java program? Workflow is also one service. Public class demo workflow demo. This is what a normal Java class. and this extends workflow process is the predefined class workflow process, so that I can show you. There is some workflow red quack. You can look for the website workflow red quack. This is the one more website actually. Okay. Mm. Class name is this one. Implement. This is the interface, and this is the this one. Workflow process. This is the interface. Implements workflow process, and this is the scope of that workflow model. And this is also service, right? We can convert into component, and again you can convert into service. Service equal to this class name dot class workflow process dot class. Simply I am saying this one, and then dot class. So this is like in the interview they will ask like how you can implement the workflow. Then you can tell answer Java class implements a workflow process at the rate OEJ component and service. Service equal to workflow process step. Okay, workflow process step. Okay, fine. Now the same thing I would go to my VS Code where also I can write the code. The backend code I would like to write. Okay, so where I could open my I can open my project desktop, and there is a uh, June batch, right? Go inside and then select. This is the project. So in that you can check like is there any folder to with respect to workflows. There is no folder, right? If not no folder, you can create your own folder. So in my case, so simply click on that and create one folder. Create new folder and mention the folder name called workflows. Okay, yeah. So inside this folder you can create one file. Go to new file and mention the file name. So in my case I'm giving the file name as demo workflow. Yeah, demo work. This is what this is normal text file which it has been. Go to workflows, right click on it, create Java file, mention class name, and give the class name, whatever the class name you want. In my case, I'm giving workflow, and then click on that. Class will be created. Now, so next, what is the step? Implements workflow process. Workflow process. So you have to take this one granite. So if you are confused like which package you want to take, simply you can go to that document and there you can check workflow process. See here, that is belong to granite. So simply come to here and then you can mention workflow process granite, and this you can change to there is a this is predefined interface, right? it has some predefined methods that those methods you can override. There is only one method that is called execute this one. This object variable names also you can change. So in my case, I'm changing as work item, and this is also I'm changing as workflow sessions, and this is also I'm changing to some metadata. Now this is normal Java class. This I want to convert into component, and then again I need to convert into service equal to interface dot class. So simply can mention that one dot class, and service equal to enable immediate equal to true, and the next I would say enable equal to true. Okay, fine. Java class which I created and I converted into service. Okay, so here for you can create logger file also. Logger file which is used to the class is working fine or not. So make sure you have to create one logger file also. So already you know the syntax for the logger file: private static, uh, private static final logger, which you can import slf4j dot log equal to logger factory dot get logger. Here you can give the class name dot class. So these are all the steps already you know what I did actually. Normal Java class I taken that I converted into the service. Now workflow is also one service. Okay, and where this is coming from the interface. Okay, these are all the steps you know already. Nothing special here. Okay, yeah. So after this, so I want to write my business logic. Whatever the input I given to my workflow, that path I want to print. That is the so for that I want to write the business logic. So for that, simply you can come to here and then check how they written and all. This I can show you. SRC, main, Java, COM, Adobe, AEM, guides. If you can see the program, logger file we created, and this is the service in the service, and here, so these are all the steps we done. And next step is this is the step next step. What is here? What actually we have? This is the statement getting the payload. Payload meaning, for example, input we are giving to the, for example, we can assume this is the workflow and you want to give the input. For example, there is a product hierarchy. You want to give the hierarchy of that path. So whatever the path you want to give that input to that workflow, that path you need to display on the log file. So that is the thing here. Work item is the this one, and get workflow data. So this is I would say static method. That is the reason we are calling with object name. This is the instance method. That is the reason we are calling with work item and get payload type. Get payload type. The same thing I can write a program here. This variable name I am taking. So I'm going inside, and then where actually I would like to write work item dot get workflow data dot get payload. So that path I am storing in again one reference variable. That reference variable name is payload path, and the data type of it is string. Okay. Workflow data, come to here, payload type, get payload type. Okay. Okay. After this is the meaning of that. We are getting the payload from there to here, and there is a logger file. In that logger file you can able to print the value. So simply I can copy, or I can type here logger. I am taking the log dot info is the method, and inside I would like to write payload type. Payload type equal to payload type equal to payload type and payload. This variable name I can pass. Okay, and here also, and simply can write as if, and simply you can write these two statements. Payload path input and JSR path. If both are same, then we need to display the same message. The message is payload. The same thing I am copying from there to here, and then simply I am mentioning here, and then save this one. Payload path. This is payload path. Payload path. This is simply click on that one. The workflow, there is a one important attribute, that is process label. So simply I am copying this one, that we need to add in the above attributes. So simply can mention here, that is process label dot demo dot. Today date is 16, right? I am mentioning like as 16, and this is which month? This is 7th month, right? This is the date I am giving. Okay, simply can save this one, and this is the backend logic which I written. Okay, I hope you guys are clear. So simply I am saving this one. Now I can able to do the deployment. Go to my June batch project, and then I can do the deployment. So open command prompt, and then give the command. ఇక్కడ మన జావా ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఏం రాసాము అంటే మన వర్క్ ఫ్లోకి ఒక ఇన్పుట్ ఇస్తాం. అంటే ఇక్కడ హైరార్కీ ఉంది కదా, ఆ ఇన్పుట్ ఏదైతే మన ఇన్పుట్ పాత్ ఇస్తామో ఆ పాత్ను ప్రింట్ చేయమని చెప్పేసి రాసాం. అది మనకి లాగ్ ఫైల్లో ప్రింట్ అవ్వాలి. అది compilation failure. There is some errors are getting some overlap in that file. Which file is that one? Digital model.java. Digital dot model.java. Go and then open the digital model.java, which is available in the workflow models. There is a digital model.java. This one, right? There is some errors are coming. Import or something. Resource.class. Okay, this we need to import. That's it. Save the file. Now can go on then do the deploy. This is done, right? Backend is done. Now you can go to the workflow which you started already, right? There is a workflow which you started. In that workflow, you added already a process step, right? In that process step, you have to add the workflow, the process label. So there is a backend Java program which we written with the name of today date, right? So you can look with the today date. Is there any with we have the reload this one. Now go to the process tab, go to the configure and go to the process, and in that process look for the this is the today date, right? 16/07/2025. 2025. Okay, you have to select that one. select that one. Reminding you guys also can join in online. నెట్ రావట్లేదు నాకు కనెక్ట్ అయింది కనెక్ట్ అయిన వాళ్ళు మీరు దీంట్లో నార్మల్ గూగుల్ మీట్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వండి కరెంట్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది లైన్కి ఒక జాయిన్ మిగతా వాళ్ళు చూసుకోవచ్చు లైట్కి ఒక లైన్ జాయిన్ అయ్యారా మీరు కూడా గూగుల్ మీట్లో జాయిన్ అవ్వండి జాయిన్ గూగుల్ మీట్ click on tick mark and then that's it workflow start workflow start will start here I added one participant will start here I added one participant and here I added the backend logic now and compulsory you have to click on the sync option click on sync option click on sync okay yes my workflow is synced now go to your workflow models now go to your workflow models there is a workflow model done and then now you can able to start the workflow there is an option called start workflow click on start workflow here I am giving the input what you want to start for example go to content pay retail I'm giving some path basically English and main path I'm giving so simply select on that one and then click on run so when I click on this it will send an email to the all team members who are the part of the team you can go to the notifications in that notifications go to view all and there is you will get one notification that is few seconds ago see here so there is a page path which I given and when I start the workflow so it is coming for approval so here so in the real-time scenarios we will give the team leads names and all so once the content will be created once the content will be published that will go to that specific person now I would go to participant and then click on complete okay and here you can give the class name under the core we have add new logger and copy this one and mention here guides dot june dot core dot workflows right workflows and which we created this one workflow or demo workflow select that one and here also you can give the name simply select that one save that okay yeah go to that logger and then you can try to open that logger the logger is available in AEM and go to author and logger is available or not created or not model which already we created, that is Hindu model. So simply I am selecting that one. I am starting the workflow, and then now I am giving the, so in scenario number one I given the path as men. Now I would like to give the path as women. Go to retail, language masters, English, and give women, and then select. Okay, and then run. Okay, it will send to the notification to all the members, and where you can go, and then here you can give the approval. Click on that content, and if you want to complete, and if you want to open, and you can see, and if you can see which path you added and all, everything you can see. You can see here. Super. And then this is the command, and then click on that. Now you can open the workflow. So see here, this will be triggered or no, this will be triggered with the path. What path I added? This is the path I added up to women. So why only this is triggering the path? Because that is the Java program which I written. Whatever the that input I want to display that path. So for that I written one Java program logic. So that is the reason it is showing and it is giving to the results. This is clear or not? What I'm saying? I hope you guys are clear, right? I can stop the live.